Hello, Facebook! So, here we are back in the studio after a week of vacation, having trouble focusing my eyes. I don't know why. I shouldn't be tired, because I spent the last week, catching up on my sleep. Felt really good. Now I'm tired again. Guess that's what happens when you wake up at 4 a.m. Plus, I did watch last week, when Scott was in here filling in for me, because I found it amusing. So I watched him do his live stream of the Daily Dish, and I saw him say something about, oh, there's the bill stare, which I didn't realize I did at the beginning of every live stream. It's kind of because it's sort of hard to tell when you're actually live. Like, it'll say live, but there have been times when it said live, and it wasn't actually streaming yet. So I kind of I give it a couple seconds, and I look right at the camera to make sure that my attention is focused on what's most important, and that's you. So maybe from now on, instead of doing a death stare like this, I'll just start it off with a warm smile. Anyway, we got celebrity stuff to get to, so let's get to dishing. Billy's Bowl.
It's the Daily Dish on...
Here's something to look out for if you're looking to make a baby with some presidential qualities, even if we're using the term presidential loosely here. You can now rent the house Donald Trump lived in for the first 4 years of his life. It's in Queens, about an hour from Times Square by subway, and it's listed on Airbnb, so you have to rent it by the night. The price changes depending on when you go, but it looks like it's usually between $750 and $800 per night. This is where Trump's parents lived and presumably where Donald was conceived. So couples are throwing down cash to rent the house for the night so they can try to get pregnant in his parents' bedroom. There's something about that that's only slightly less creepy to me than sleeping in a room where someone died, no matter who you're trying to imitate while you're doing it. Oh, and also, if you book the place, you're treated to a life-size cardboard cutout of Donald Trump in the living room and unlimited Wheaties for breakfast. For just shy of $1,000 a night, I better be getting unlimited Wheaties. Justin Bieber seems like the type of guy who could get any girl he wants, right? I know plenty of girls who would lose their minds if you hit him up on social media and asked for a date. Well, there's at least one who wouldn't bite. Here's what happened. A gym in Georgia posted a boomerang video on Instagram featuring their receptionist, 22-year-old Jessica Gober. Justin somehow saw it, sent the gym a DM that said, "Who's that girl in your last post?" with a heart emoji. They showed her the message, and she was shocked and flattered, but she's already taken, so it didn't lead to anything. So I guess the moral of the story is, guys and girls, don't feel too bad if your attempt to slide in the DMs isn't met with much success. Justin Bieber couldn't even pull it off. Kendrick Lamar is back at #1 on the Billboard 200. His album Damn has been selling like crazy this year. It's the highest selling album of the year, except it didn't sell all that well this past week. It sold just 47,000 copies, making it the second lowest sales number of all time to hit #1. What's the lowest? It came just last year when the Descendants soundtrack took the top spot with 42,000 copies sold in 1 week. Still, Kendrick's Damn was just recently certified double platinum, and it's been out for exactly 4 months today, so 47,000 copies and a #1 spot after being out a full third of a year in this day and age? Dare I say, holy cow. You thought I was going to say damn, didn't you? And that's the Daily Dish on Jams 96.3.
Or of Billy the Kid in the morning.
So, here we are, wrapping up the first live stream of the week, first post-vacation live stream, shaking off the dust and the rust and the dirt and the grime and the eye gunk and all of that. This is something, we got the Cubicle Show coming up at 10:30 this morning, Scott Pank and I, and it's been a full 2 weeks since we've done it together. I don't need this in the way anymore, because he was on vacation 2 weeks ago. I was on vacation last week, so we each kind of just did it solo with some guest hosts. But now, today, we're going to be back 10:30 a.m. One of the things I'm going to want to talk about, so Scott, if you're catching this, if you see this before you go in, over vacation I got a new phone, and as you can see, there you go. It's an iPhone SE. I told myself, I swore up and down, I would never buy, oh my god, why is my eye so itchy? I would never buy an Apple product with my hard-earned money. And for the record, I am not part of the cult of Apple. This somehow was the cheapest option among all the actual reputable smartphones. It was $350 cheaper than the Samsung S7, which is like a year old already. And this thing's only like a year and a half old, not even. So I bought the iPhone, and I gotta say, I don't hate it as much as I thought, but there are some features on it that are just, like, I don't understand. I was trying to set my alarm last night so I could wake up at 4 o'clock this morning, and there's apparently no way in iOS to distinguish the volume of your alarm from the volume of your ringtone, which is just plain idiotic, and that's the kind of thing I've come to expect from Apple. So maybe we'll talk to Jake and Scott, the resident Apple gurus, and see what they have to say about that, because if there is no way to have that basic functionality built into your device to be able to separate the volume of your ringtone from the volume of your alarm, then that's just pathetic. All right, there's no excuse for that. I've noticed that among all the interface problems that Apple has, the biggest one is sound options. They're like impossible to navigate. Anyway, we'll talk about that probably on the Cubicle Show because I'm pretty heated about it, and Scott is, I know, one of the biggest Apple fanboys. So we'll see how he can possibly defend. And if Scott, I'm gonna tell you what, if you come to me with the, oh, just get a different app, you tell me it's too much work to hit a separate button every day. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm paying multiple hundreds of dollars for a phone. That is exactly what I'm saying. That's too much work. It should already exist. All right, see you at 10:30 for the Cubicle Show. Bye!